Well, so it's about abortion. Once again, of course, as you may have heard, the Republicans want further restrictions on abortion to have any consideration regarding extending the subsidies for the Affordable Care Act. And I want to explain something to you folks. The Affordable Care Act has nothing to do with abortion, it is illegal for insurance programs under the Affordable Care Act to provide for abortions under the Hyde Amendment. So these are two totally separate things. They have absolutely nothing to do with each other. You cannot get an abortion under the Affordable Care Act, but Republicans don't care. There are some programs in some states. I don't know exactly how many. It's about half. 24 or 25 states have programs where you can get assistance with abortions through state funding. They want that to stop. And so my question is, what happened to all that states' rights stuff? These are not federal dollars. These are decisions that states make with their money. Republicans have decided they don't like that. They don't like what states do with their money anymore. The whole states' rights thing is apparently out the window. And here we are. And it looks like a lot of people are going to be priced out of health insurance moving forward because I don't see them budging on that. Of course, they caved on the shutdown, so who knows? But this is the game that Republicans play now. Republicans have figured out. And honestly, long term, I think this is really bad for Republicans. But one thing they have figured out is that their voters do not care about other people in any way, shape, or form. They do not care about people in this country. And it's proven in the fact that everything the Republicans have done since Donald Trump came back into office, every single thing they have done hurts somebody. Hurts somebody. Look at the big, beautiful bill. Massive cuts to Medicaid, changes to food stamp requirements. Like everything they touch and everything they negotiate comes from a starting point of who are we going to hurt that our voters don't like. And their voters, quite frankly, aren't smart enough to know that they're a big portion of that group of people that get hurt. They don't understand that. That part blows my mind. But why is that? Do they not understand that they are going to pay for this big time in the midterm elections? And once that occurs, the Democrats can undo a lot of this stuff. If Democrats take control, and maybe Republicans are betting that they won't, I think the general consensus is the Democrats will take the House. Republicans feel like they have the Senate locked up. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure because with the things the Republicans are doing, there's no telling what that midterm election is going to look like. There could be a seismic shift in control of power in both of those chambers of Congress. Now, I don't know that, but it feels like Republicans are doing everything they can to lose everything in the future. I don't know where I don't know. I don't understand why every single thing they do has to hurt somebody. Is that who the Republican Party has become now? Everything we do has to hurt somebody, and it has to be somebody that we can paint as a villain to our base. You would think that Republicans believe only Democrats are on SNAP. You would think that Republicans believe only Democrats are on Medicaid. You would think that Republicans believe, and I'm talking about Republican voters, you would think that they believe that the only people in this country that get any kind of benefit or assistance is Democrats. The way that the Republican Party talks about these people, even people on Medicaid, and the way their voter base talks about these people on social media, largely, they're all losers. None of them work, blah, blah, blah. It's almost as if they don't know how many of their own people are going to be affected by this. It blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. So I'm curious what everyone thinks the Democrats are going to do. My instinct tells me that they're not going to budge on that, which means they would have to let the Republicans sink the Affordable Care Act. Of course, the Republicans, the whole time, their message is that it's not our fault. I will remind you that it is the Republican Party that destroyed the Affordable Care Act by taking away all of the things that made it affordable. That's what they did under the first Trump administration. I'm sure you haven't heard that from any Democratic politicians. Cost sharing reductions, the mandate, all those things caused insurance premiums to rise immensely. And plus, here's another thing. A lot of people that don't buy insurance through the marketplace, who have employer provided health insurance, they don't realize that their insurance premiums are going to skyrocket as well. And that's the crazy part about this. I don't feel like Democrats are doing a good job at all of telling those people that get their insurance from their employer, that think that they're better than people that buy it through the marketplace. Oh, by the way, I buy my health insurance through the marketplace. I am self-employed. Democrats haven't done a very good job of messaging, of telling people that it's going to cause everyone's insurance premiums to skyrocket, not just the people on the Affordable Care Act, not just the people that purchase insurance through the exchange. It's going to hit everybody. And honestly, I'm at the point where if I was Democrats, let them do it. Let them do it. Let them pay for it. A lot of people are going to suffer. A lot of people are going to suffer. But I don't think that you can do that. I don't know that you can allow further abortion restrictions for that. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I just feel like the Democrats have to stand their ground on something at some point. If for any reason, to show them they will. And it sucks that we've gotten to this place where someone has to get hurt for someone else to receive something. But that's basically where we are. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think they should allow the subsidies to expire? Do you think they should negotiate on abortions? This could get quite complex. So I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Once again, really appreciate all my new followers and subscribers. Please like and share this video if you don't mind. But let's talk about this. What should the Democrats do here? Hope you guys have a great Wednesday.